We are now joined with Chad Lunsford, the head coach of Georgia Southern. If you have a question for Coach, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Again, *1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Coach, while waiting for that, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Yes, no problem. Last week was our first game, and it was a great game to kind of figure out what we were and what our identity is. And just looking forward to, improving from game 1 to game 2 this week, and excited about another opportunity playing at home at our home stadium.
Thank you so much, Coach. Our first questions come from Dan McDonald with The Advocate. Dan, please go ahead.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. Question with your team is concerning the new true freshman redshirt rule. Do you know first how many true freshmen you played? And is a game like you had where you got to play a lot of people, is that even more valuable with the new rule that kids can play and still not burn their redshirt year?
Yeah, this is very. I think this is a really good rule because, going into lots of years, you go into it and you got guys that you feel like are ready to play, and then you might get them out there, and then you start seeing that maybe they're not ready, and you'd already burnt the red shirt kind of when you go into it like that. And so I think this is really a good opportunity. We were able to play a handful this past week, and learned a lot about them. Some of the guys really, stepped up, did a good job for us, and then, some, we're just still waiting and seeing. But I do feel like this is a really good rule, and the ones that we, that we're going into these games right now and we not real sure on, we're kind of holding and waiting on them.
Will you try to use those kind of guys up front, or will you sort of, one coach earlier referred to using sort of a pitch count during the year?
Well, the ones that we feel really good about playing, we're going ahead and playing them in the first 4 because we feel like they're going to factor in all year and probably will not redshirt. The ones that are kind of iffy on or not real sure right now, then, it will be more strategically when we play them.
Can you talk about some things that you liked about seeing your offense? And you got some new guys over there, and Shea Wertz obviously looked really good.
Yeah, I think as an offensive unit, we're still gelling. I don't know if we're at the point right now where we're just clicking on all cylinders or anything like that. What I did like was I saw a more confident quarterback than Shai was last year. Looked like he had command of things, and it looked like he felt really comfortable. The other piece that I liked is how clean the offense played. We only had 1 3-snap penalty, did not turn the football over, and did a real good job of controlling the clock. So those were all positives coming out of the game with our offense.
Appreciate it, Coach.
No problem.
All right, thank you, Dan, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Okay, no problem. Thank y'all.